Hello and welcome to Broadlane. My name is Adrian and I'd like to demonstrate a portable Thetford toilet. This is ideal use for when using a campervan or a mink camper, or even the very latest things that we've started to do at Broadlane is the tent box system that allows you to put that onto a roof rack system on the top of the vehicle and obviously go away. Obviously you collapse the box down, you don't have it erected or like that all the time. But this is in typical use for be able to use a toilet when using these particular type of vehicles. Like any cassette, basically this toilet is split into two sections. So the top section here is for flush purposes, for flushing water, and the holding tank, which is the bit down below, is where all the waste matter disappears into. Right, so the first thing we need to do, this particular toilet breaks into two. So if I reverse it round, you've got a little lever here that you just move over to the side, lift it up, and then you can see I've now got this into two sections. To make it easier for, let's just move that one out of the way, we'll talk about the top tank. So the top tank, I'm saying, is for flush purposes. It's easier if it's separate rather than having the two together at the same time. It just makes things a lot easier to handle and it's not so weighty. But basically you remove that little cap there, and into that you can pour, if you wish to, some pink fluid. This is just one of the brands that we do, but you pour some of the pink fluid into there and fresh water for flushing purposes. On the back of the chemical, it normally tells you the percentage dosage that you need to use, concentration level that goes into this holding tank here for fresh water. So you fill that up, and basically when you're ready to use the loo itself, you would pump on the bellows like so, and that puts water around the bowl. Obviously we haven't got any water in this is just purely for the video's purpose. Right, when you come to put the two back together again, before I do that, I'm going to just pull the handle forward, which is that motion there, so that I can just pull that handle forward. And into the holding tank, you can then put some blue chemical or green if you prefer, but this is a blue chemical again, and you can pour a concentration of chemical into there, or you could go via the funnel, and basically you just put in water, again, the blue chemical down there, certain concentration level down that. That helps to break down any of the waste matter that's being produced. It also helps to dissolve the toilet tissues in use, which we didn't bring a sample of, but do use dissolvable toilet tissues. So when you're ready to put the two items together, you seal it back up again like so by just bringing that handle so those two clips retain. When you push on that little bit there, it allows you then to pull that handle forward. So it's very easy, not difficult to do. You need to bring the front section where these two clips are to line up with those two clips, so you're bringing it in at that sort of angle. So if you just push down on the system, I'm going to move it to make it go in easier, like so. That end locks the two systems together. So they are firmly locked together, and then this toilet would be ready for use. It's got a lockable lid, you just need a little catch just to lift the catch there. And I say, you flush the bellows once it's been used, so you pump on the bellows, as you can hear air's coming out, but that would displace water around the bowl. And then from the front, to get rid of that waste, pull the handle, wherever it is, there it is, just push it down slightly, and there is the blade retracted, and any waste matter goes into the holding tank below. Put it ready for next use. So that's that part. Obviously when we come to that holding tank is almost full, we need to come and empty it. You finish your holiday, just release the bracket again, so that's just moving that over like so. The two items break away from each other. You take this to your chemical disposal point, you'd turn the funnel around to a 45-degree angle, remove the end cap here, and as you're tipping it over, basically like so, that becomes the lowest point on the toilet. So you're doing that becomes the lowest point. All the waste matter falls away and into the chemical disposal point area on the site that you're using. You can obviously pour some fresh water down there, or you could again go through the top area here where the blade is, just for rinsing purposes. And once you've got it nice and clean and rinsed out, you could then recharge it with the chemical, the blue or green chemical that you're using in the holding tank. On some of these toilets, they have a level indicator here. So although you're having to sort of guess how much fluid's in this holding tank, on some of them they can come with level indicators here, which will then give you an indication on how much waste material is in that holding tank. Obviously when it goes to red, that's the time to go and empty it. So I'll just put these two back together again. It's a very simple process. Say, guide it in at the front, just move that arm over like so, that's locked in place again. And I hope you find this video to be useful, but also just point out you are carrying bags available via the internet, and Thetford obviously use these. We have them in our accessory shop, and it just makes the carrying of these items or storing of these items a lot easier. So there are bags available as well, and also you have got a quick user guide that's always provided in the toilets. Again, just a point of items on the back, and there's also a website and outline all online again, and just on the reverse side of that, just again how it all works. So I hope you find this video to be useful. Thank you for watching. My name's Adrian. Look forward to seeing you next time.